Hi everybody, it's Tuesday, sitting down to get something to eat. 2 days following Easter, Soli and I went to Los Angeles to see Raul Reese, the local, very well-known megachurch, also has a radio show and a TV show pastor. It was her wish, and I wanted to talk about how the things that we digest in the church aren't always things that you just accept right off the cuff. You got to chew on it. Raul and I do not agree on one kind of important topic, and that is, what is it that happens when we depart from here? Now, to hear him say it is that there is a death here, and then there is a rebirth up there, and for the persons who are unrepentant, he would go on to say they're going to experience two deaths. Now, I don't interrupt the sermon or anything like that, but afterward, on the drive back home from Los Angeles to San Diego, we had some discussion, and later that evening, Soledad and I had additional discussion about what we had just heard, and I made it a clarification with her, and I want to pass it along to you, and it'll be the topic of Tuesday's part of Tuesday's meditation is, I don't see that at all that way. I see it that your last breath here and your first breath there, especially following the work that Jesus did to set the captives free. They were sort of in a holding pattern. Many of the Old Testament people, Ezekiel, Ruth, Esther, Adam and Eve, you name it. They were there waiting until Jesus paid the price for humanity, for the wages of sin. They weren't allowed to go up into heaven up until then. That was Holy Saturday, that Jesus went down to a subterranean holding cell, if you will, went there and said, no, these people are mine. I paid their bail, so to speak. And from that, the people now, your last breath and then your first breath there. It's the consciousness doesn't have an interruption. The Catholics used to believe in a concept called colloquial term SOUL, second word SLEEP, soul sleep. That you were laying dormant, the old rest in peace, but not the case. You have a briefing or a debriefing, what if you want to call it that, with high command, and you're going to be sitting across one to another with Christ. He's going to grill you, or he's going to accept you and welcome you with open arms if you already have a relationship. It's good to be ready to go when it's your time, when your ticket is punched. And he will say, hey, it's Batman in my case. Oh, Batman, welcome to the abode. Can my mother fix you something to eat? Hey, Mom, Batman's here. Get him a plate. That's how I think it's going to go down. It's not going to be a trembling judgment seat. It's going to be like we're family, because that's what we are. You know, those of you who put in the time. And meanwhile, there's nowhere in the Bible where it says that the unrepentant, no matter how good of a person they were, I always think about this actor Paul Newman, who donates a lot of, his name is on a lot of the groceries and stuff like lemonade and popcorn and spaghetti sauce, Paul Newman spaghetti sauce. But if he's not a believer, all that good amounts to a hill of beans. It's much ado about potentially nothing. Because the first and foremost, you have to believe, it's the freebie of all freebies, that Jesus Christ is the Savior and Messiah of this planet, and then you're in. You don't have to earn anything. Now, if you want to be part of a group set apart, that's different. Then there are up to, per person, as many as 5 crowns and rewards that await those who have put in time here for King and Country. to advance the causes of Christ, those things that are nearest and dearest to the Savior and the Messiah of this world. Now, the unrepentant, if when it's their turn to meet their Maker, again, I disagree with Raul Reese that there is not going to be a second death, so to speak. There's going to be a final separation, because that's what the Bible talks about. The place away from the Lord is basically hell, because you want to be close to God. And so you're going to be going to a place of eternity, one way or the other. Eternity. Last breath here, first breath up. Last breath here, first breath down. And that's where I think mostly Raul Reese and I beg to differ. But I wanted to make that clarification to my better half. What's the plural of y'all? I always say that to her because she stumbles with it. All y'all. I wanted to get that message across while I'm chowing down. Hold it, kid. Pour through the material. Pay it forward. When you send out the links and such, it's credited to you, not me, as having performed soft touch evangelism. Have a great day. Bye-bye.